diagnosed, I was down in Florida visiting my ex, and we had hooked up, up in Orlando, and then drove down to Fort Lauderdale, and I just went to a quick clinic at it's like a little finger prick test clinic at what is it? Out of the Closet. They, yeah, any of the time that I've been there, even back when I lived there, it's like I always knew like this is gonna be the one, this is gonna be the one, this is gonna be the one, but it always came back negative back then. But yeah, this time was definitely a different story. So it was just like the littlest, faintest line, because it was almost like a pregnancy test or something. It's like they do the little thing where your blood goes up in there, and then it's like one line you're good, two lines you're positive, and I just had like the littlest, faintest line right there that just barely showed up, and I like double checked with the nurse. I'm like, is this that? No. It's like, yeah, it's kind of, it's just barely there, and so yeah, when I figured that the instant that my instant thought was just kind of, okay, let's just go get the confirmation test. That took a few days. So let's see. Yeah, it was like 3 days later. I went in. No. I think it was that very day I went to a like Broward County health and went in and had my blood taken for like all the confirmation uh, tests and everything. And yeah, my ex went up with me a few days later for the uh, results. And yeah, when that hit, I don't know, just kind of went numb. I was worried about work. I was afraid to tell my agent. Um, I was afraid that I had gotten him positive, because I was within that little time window. But I was getting tested like at least like once a month prior to that. It was, yeah, November I gotten tested, October I gotten tested, and then December I didn't get tested throughout December, but it was like January 3rd that I got uh, my positive test. But it was still, yeah, it was just a little bit of time that it started showing up, and I'm hoping that that didn't put anybody in danger like during that time. But as far as I know, like yeah, my ex still was still negative, after we had played together. So if he was, I wasn't too worried about everybody else. Um, but yeah, then I went back home to Arkansas after finding out. I was already just still dealing with the shock of it, and how to uh, come out to the industry, or at least like to the studios I wanted to work for, because I knew I was going to lose some work. And yeah, like on my way back home in Atlanta, because yeah, I was living in Arkansas at the time, and so I was driving back up home to Arkansas, and I stopped off in Atlanta, and that's when I just did not deal with it well. It's like I didn't cry or anything. I stopped, got a cheap ass hotel room, found some guys with some big dicks and good meth, and just fucked it out for a good 2 nights.